City staff are proposing a redesign on a stretch of Parkside Drive that staff say would improve the safety for road users, including pedestrians and cyclists. The proposal would include installing a 1.9-kilometer bike lane on the west side of Parkside Drive in between Bloor Street and Lakeshore Boulevard West.
Parkside Drive have seen fatalities. It have seen serious injuries.
The city released its final study of proposed changes to Parkside Drive this week. The report states Parkside's current design doesn't meet city standards for sidewalk or car lane widths or protection for cyclists.
We need to do something about Parkside Drive.
The report says over the 10-year period between August 2014 and August 2024, there have been 1,487 collisions on Parkside Drive between Bloor Street and Lakeshore Boulevard. 5 resulted in serious injuries and 2 resulted in fatalities.
Now, this is, to be very blunt, one of the more dangerous stretches of city streets that we've got in the ward. Frankly, it's almost as if we have a highway that runs between people's homes and a city park, and that's just not a good circumstance.
This comes as Ford's government announced legislation that would require provincial approval for projects that replace car lanes with cycling routes.
Our policy is basically saying that you cannot remove a lane of traffic to then accommodate for a bike lane. So this would still allow municipalities to introduce bike lanes that don't remove that lane of traffic. And it's about considering the challenges around gridlock that people are facing in our cities.
Mayor Chow says she does not support limiting city powers.
Our city planners and our transportation team have done a lot of hard work in coming up with a plan, and it's also important to look at all the local residents and the people that use Parkside Drive.
Meanwhile, experts say the government needs to think about the benefits of reduced travel time and if it's more important than safety of vulnerable road users.
If slowing us down by a few minutes or a few seconds help us save a few lives in a year, would we take that? Right? I think that's the discussion that we need to have, and we need to have more often. That is, we need to balance safety against our increased travel time, and that's the discussion that I see missing from this conversation that's coming down from the province, and I think it is problematic.
The report is scheduled to be debated at the city's committee infrastructure meeting next Tuesday before going to council for final approval. On Parkside Drive, Catalina Gillies, City News.